Today we're diving into a roller coaster of teenage chaos, sweet misunderstandings, and the stubborn magic of first love. This is Love Revolution, a story where every awkward moment, accidental encounter, and wild declaration feels like destiny, even if the universe keeps saying otherwise.
이건 북극곰이고 북극곰은 콜라를 분명이야. 바나나는 속이 하얗고 아이씨 북극곰한테 쳐맞고 싶냐?
It all begins with a boy named Park in the middle of moving into a new home. His best friend Kyung is there to help. If by help, you mean recklessly tossing boxes his way. Park juggles two of them like a circus act, but when the third one goes flying, it's caught by another friend, Kim. One box, however, crashes to the ground, spilling its contents all over the street. Park, annoyed, bends down to gather everything. That's when he finds a drawing, something he vaguely remembers sketching but can't quite recall when. As he stares at it, she appears. A girl, a vision, stunning, quiet, passing by. Park freezes, time slows. It's love at first sight. And just as quickly as she came, she disappears down the street. The next morning, Park's still dreaming when Kyung calls, yelling at him for being late on the first day of school. In a rush, Park yells for his mom to wake him up, only to realize he doesn't live with her anymore. Classic. He dashes to the bus stop where Kyung's waiting. But oh no, Park forgot his wallet. Kyung's card? Empty. The bus driver refuses to let Park board without payment. And that's when fate steps in. Again, the same girl from yesterday steps forward and pays his fare. Her name is Ruby. Stunned, Park stands beside Kyung, whispering about how beautiful she is, how their meeting must be destiny. As the bus jolts forward, Park loses his balance and, oh no, accidentally grabs Ruby by the collar. Cue embarrassment level 9,000. Kyung? Laughing his heart out. At school, Park ends up in the same class as Kim, but Kyung gets placed elsewhere. When they visit Kyung's classroom, they all joke around, until Park notices Ruby. She's in Kyung's class, and she's looking right at him. He panics and bolts. Ruby sits with her two friends, Aram and Miji. Meanwhile, Park's friends laugh at him, especially when they learn about the collar incident. Min teases him. Legendary move on the first day. Park insists it was all accidental, but deep down, he believes it's destiny. She paid his fare. They met twice. How could it not be fate? Later, Park follows Ruby home and realizes they live close. Even Kyung lives right across from her. But Park insists his bond is special. To prove it, he proposes a test. If Ruby appears at the bus stop the next morning, it's fate. Next morning, she shows up. Park's convinced it's written in the stars. Kyung, ever the skeptic, reminds him they've been waiting there forever anyway. But Park isn't giving up. Another test. If Ruby picks the same drink as him at school, that seals the deal. At the vending machine, Ruby buys a different drink. Still, same brand. Park, destiny, Kyung. You need help. Then Kim strolls in, with the exact same drink as Park. Maybe he's your destiny, Kyung snickers. Park fumes. Even during games, Park's distracted. Ruby has completely invaded his thoughts. Kyung finally tells him, enough tests. If you like her, just talk to her. But Park is convinced his first impression is already ruined. Still, Kyung reminds him, she did pay his fare. That's a start. Next day, Park waits nervously at the bus stop. Kyung teases him again. Park decides he'll do this alone from now on. For 3 days, he follows Ruby after school, never quite finding the courage to talk to her. She starts sensing someone behind her, but Park always ducks away in time. Until one day, she catches him. She confronts him. He stammers, explaining that he just wanted to return the bus fare. She remembers the collar incident and says the money wasn't a big deal. Still, he insists and introduces himself. Ruby softens slightly and agrees to be friends. Flashback. 5 days ago, Park had written a love confession on that same bill he gave her. But Ruby uses the money at a bus station, never even reading it. Crushed, Park tells himself it's better she didn't see it. It's too early anyway. So he hatches a new plan with candy. It's candy day, and Park secretly sneaks sweets into Ruby's bag as they walk to school. At the bus stop, he drops his phone, hoping Ruby will bend to pick it up, where he's left more candy. Smooth. She returns the phone but refuses to give her number. Ouch. At school, Ruby vents to her friends. Miji already knew something like this would happen. Turns out, Ruby doesn't like sweets at all. Park still doesn't get it. He says he'll confess his feelings soon, but Miji warns him. Ruby isn't looking for love right now. From that day on, Ruby starts ignoring him. Park tries again, this time with a guitar. He sings to her in the hallway. She's had enough. She breaks the guitar. Oof. Park pretends to injure his hand. Ruby rushes over, worried. He holds out his hand, and written on it are the words, "Give me your number." She walks away and tells Kyung to give her number to Park instead. But Park refuses. He wants her to give it, not through someone else. Kyung, seeing how much Park cares, sends the number anyway. Park's furious. Days pass. Park gestures again, asking Ruby to be his girlfriend. She says nothing. At school, in the rain, Park waits, umbrella in hand. Ruby forgot hers. He offers it. She refuses. Frustrated, Park throws it at her feet. "I get it," he says. "Take it. I won't bother you again." As he walks away, Ruby tosses it back. "I don't want it either." Still, Park follows her home, drenched and shivering. Ruby can't get into her building. She lost her key card, her phone is dead, and she's freezing. Park offers his place, just to warm up. Ruby snaps, "Are you crazy?" But Park walks away, only to return seconds later with a towel in his jacket. "You'll get sick," he says. "Even if you hate me, I don't want that." Touched, Ruby asks if he's cold. Then quietly, she agrees to go inside the building with him, just to wait. She brings him a hoodie, tells him not to get sick, and gives him back the umbrella. For a brief moment, peace. Then her sister shows up. Shocked to see a boy in her home and wearing her sister's hoodie, she scolds Ruby. And that's where we leave them. Two teens at the edge of something real. One chasing love like a fool, the other unsure how to hold it. And in between, raindrops, umbrellas, missed signals, and tiny trembling steps toward each other. Love isn't always loud. Sometimes it stumbles. Sometimes it hides behind candy wrappers, awkward bus rides, and broken guitars. It follows you home when you're too tired to care. It waits in the rain, not asking for thanks, just hoping for a glance. Park didn't fall in love. He leaped. And even if Ruby never reads the words he wrote, maybe, just maybe, she'll feel them. In every silent moment they share. Another story told, another world explored. Thanks for watching, Legends. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a recap. Got thoughts or theories? Drop them in the comments. I read everyone. Until next time, stay bold, stay curious, and remember, every recap is just the beginning. Stay sharp, stay legendary, and keep ruling the screen. This is the boss, signing off.